We got to chat with Moses Onitilo, who's the co-founder and CTO of Jamborow. Jamborow calls itself Africa's first inclusive and intelligent fintech platform. The platform also employs blockchain in certain aspects. We got to chat with Moses on the platform, on how the platform is helping in financial inclusion across Africa, and also their future plans and what we can expect moving forward. Take a listen. Yes, how are you, Moses?
I'm very well. How about yourself, David?
I'm okay. It's just we're still under the lockdown, but everything is going on fine. How about you?
We're still under the lockdown too. We're actually in Nairobi. I've been stuck here since March. So waiting to go back home to the US to family, but we're still working, so everything is good. Can't complain.
Okay, that's good to hear. So I think we'll just get straight to the questions. Maybe you can introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Okay, my name is Moses Onitilo. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Jamborow, and also CTO and co-founder of Deep Learning Science, which is a tech company as well, and also in a software development company. And we also do a lot of work around digital transformation around the ITSM framework as well. So I got 28 years in IT with a degree in computer science and maths. So that's who I am.
All right. So I know you also have partners in the business. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about them.
Yeah, there's one of them is Jamborow, who's a childhood friend. We've known each other since we were about 10, 11. Went to business school together in London. He has about 25 years in investment banking with capital markets, Goldman Sachs, Thomson Reuters, UBA, former CEO of UBA Capitals in Africa as well. Then we have John Kamara, who's have a lot of experience in technology sales, have a lot of experience in the gaming industry, also software as well. So it comes with about 20 plus years experience. So it's also another very good friend of ours. We all decided to form this our company called Jamborow together.
Okay. So maybe you can just go straight to a discussion on Jamborow. Maybe you can tell us a bit of a history on Jamborow and what you guys do there.
Okay, so Jamborow was born out of the three of us coming back home to Africa. So we all lived in the diaspora. I've been in the diaspora for almost 30 years. So I started coming back to Africa about 10 years ago. Basically Nigeria, we're all Nigeria. And Jamborow came back about 11 years ago to Nigeria with UBA Capital and then Thomson Reuters. So we sat down one day and we've been exploring. I've been doing a lot of tech work in Africa as well, outsourcing work. And we look at the African continent, we started looking at coming out with technology because of our tech experience, our tech background, technology that will solve African grassroots problems. That was our focus. How to bring people out of the informal sector to the formal sector. So we came up with a financial inclusion product called Jamborow, which is focused on, focused on the grassroots empowerment, economic empowerment, basically creating a credit footprint for people in the grassroots that are otherwise unbanked or not part of the formal and financial sector of the economy of Africa. So we did a lot of research. We spent about a year traveling, especially in Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Senegal. Then we came to the east coast of Africa as well. We did a lot of research with a lot of savings groups in Tanzania and also the circles in Kenya. So we decided, after that, we decided to invest our own funds and started creating a product called Jamborow. We named it Jamborow because has something to do with our traditional naming English, pidgin English. So jam and borrow. So, you jam somebody in pidgin English and then you borrow money from them, So basically, that's what it means. But we're not a lending platform, but one of our service offerings is lending to the grassroots. But we stay away from predatory lending. So most of the people that join our platform on the ecosystem basically have to have a lending license or be a microfinance bank or a banking institution that joins the ecosystem and use our product.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, I think it makes sense. And now even going a bit deeper into Jamborow, I know you call yourself the first inclusive and intelligent fintech platform. Maybe can you explain that in detail?
Okay, so when we say first intelligent fintech platform, what we've done is actually gone out and signed a lot of partnership from micro insurance to pension to e-commerce contracts. We take e-commerce partners with payment platforms in the background to be able to use e-wallets and all of that. And then we understand the saving and borrowing practices of the grassroots. So in West Africa, we call it a susu. In this region, they call it the SACCOs, the shamas. In Tanzania, they call it FETA Vikoba, Village Community Bank. In certain parts, one of our clients and partners in Ogun State of Nigeria and Oyo State of Nigeria, which has the largest concentration of artisans, farmers, traders, all of those people in the grassroots that are on bank, they call them the Alagepas. So we served them, we understood all their saving practices and their processes, their policies. Then we took all of those information and we built all those processes into the product. So, on what we call in a Jamborow ecosystem is you have micro insurance companies, you have agricultural farmers, you have traders, you have mobile money platforms integrated into it. We also have a digital banking platform integrated into us so that when these people are onboarded to our platform, they could automatically have a bank account through the digital banking, the full digital bank as well. So we encompass all these ecosystems together to come as a one-stop shop for financial inclusion. So you can see other platforms. I mean, everybody is doing what they can for the grassroots. A lot of platforms boast lending. That's just one piece, a little piece of our platform. And we vet all the lenders that are on the platform, and our technology in the background. For example, our AI, we build a credit scoring algorithm that is integrated with our AI component that matches members onboarded onto the platform to services that are available on the platform. It's not just okay to just borrow somebody money. We have a comprehensive financial literacy program on our platform as well that was built by our partners as well. All this literature, and we also partner with radio company in Nigeria in the grassroots to use this financial literature medium to be able to talk to the grassroots to advise them on their business, to advise them on invoicing, to advise them on logistics, and also provide certain facilities for them that they need. So that's why we'll say it's an all-inclusive, first intelligent fintech platform. That's why we're calling it that. It's more or less of an ecosystem that the products aggregate everybody into one ecosystem to be able to benefit the grassroots community.
All right. Now you mentioned that you are working with with maybe some farmers in Nigeria and you're in Kenya. Maybe you can tell us which markets are you currently in?
Well, currently, we've signed a lot of MOUs currently, and we're actually going live next month, end of June. We're going full operational next month. We've signed contracts in Nigeria with the E-LABZ, which have up to 1 million members that we're onboarding currently. We're going live with about 5,000 of them next month. We've signed contracts in Liberia, which actually is Jamborow, Nigeria, and Liberia Limited. They're currently onboarding to go live, and we're doing a lot of testing on the platform. We've signed contracts in Tanzania with the FETA and the VICOBA as a group. The FETA is the Federation of Tanzania Associations. Underneath them, they have these village community banks that they call VICOBAs, which totals are almost about 11.4 million. And they all have all their transactions on ledgers. So we're working on transcribing all those ledgers as well. We're taking on some shamans here in shamans and circles here in Kenya as well. We have presence in Ivory Coast as well. So, basically about 7 markets right now, which will soon be 9. Plan is to be in 24 African markets in 24 months. So that's where we are right now on the markets.
Now, that's quite an ambitious goal, no doubt. Now, I know that your platform also employs blockchain. Maybe you can explain how you've incorporated blockchain on it.
So a lot of the markets we're going into, they do a lot of their transactions on paper. So if you go to an E-LABZ meeting, for example, in Abeokuta, where in Ogun State of Nigeria, where they do all their meetings every week. So they're shaped into groups of 25 to 50 people underneath each group, which belongs to an association. Say, for example, you have Farmers Association. The Farmers Association have cassava growers, tomato growers, pepper growers, and all of those underneath them as groups. And they meet every week and they save money every week. So after 3 months, those people can now what's it called? Can I lend? They can be borrowed from the funds in the pot, just like the circles do, right? But everything they do is all manual. So they meet, they put all the cash on the table and give it to the person that needs it, and they record it in a ledger, right? And all their KYC, their names and everything is in a ledger. What we're doing is onboarding their KYC. So their KYC information is onboarded onto our platform, into our database. And we're using an Alpha Ledger Fabric blockchain to be able to do smart contracts on our platform, and also for security purposes as well. So when we match that with AI security, gives us a robust security and also a robust platform where they don't have to do anything once they're being onboarded on the platform. When any transaction that happens during the course of being operational on the platform, is secured by various tokens as well on our platform. It's for added security and also for smart contracts. Takes away all the legal stuff, takes away all the paperwork that people need to do. Just make it easier for them as well, and it's also for security purposes on our side as well.
All right. You mentioned they use a token on the platform. Is it a tokenized platform?
Not fully a tokenized platform, but we have a path that we're building that will be available in 6 months, right? For to be able to use a distributed cryptocurrency platform on our side, where people in the grassroots can actually use tokens for transactions and make sure that those transactions go through okay. But it's something we're working on. But for now, we're just using it for smart contracts and onboarding, KYC onboarding and smart contracts.
Okay. Now, speaking of partners, you mentioned a few organizations that you're working with. Maybe you can let us know how expansive that list is, or how many more partners are you looking to work with? You know,
Well,
financial
current,
institutions and all that.
okay, so currently, some I can't mention because we are almost closing on the contract on them.
Yes.
But the ones that we have currently are the likes of Utu. Utu is a platform, an AI blockchain company that we're using to do a lot of work on the back end of our AI to be able to do predictive analysis, measurements of transaction, and also do some work on. We built our own credit scoring system as well. So Utu is partnered with us on that. We are one of the clients, and to bring that technology into the fold. We have partnership with a company called Xavier, which is a mobile money company. We have partnership with Advanced Bank, which is a digital banking platform in Nigeria, which allows our people that are on bank, once we onboard them and they are able to get up to 50,000 naira in transactions, whether in savings and all of that on their wallet, they automatically get a bank account and an ATM card or a debit card. So we're working with them as well. We have a full integration with our both platforms, and we have a partnership white label with them as well. We have the E-LABZ, which I mentioned earlier, which is the artisans, farmers, and co-op groups in Nigeria, which are part of our Cowrie Thrift Club as well. We have Reliance Bank, which is we're working with to provide microfinance to that sector in Ogun State and Oyo State as well. We have National Association of Small Scale Industries. We have a company called Ribimi, which is a huge co-op company, Ribi, in Nigeria as well. The list goes on and on. We have about 2 major announcements that we're going to make next month. 2 major partners and big players in the banking sector and also in the transaction mobile money area as well that we're going to announce, which is going to be a huge announcement and a huge partnership that we're going into next month.
All right, definitely. We look forward to that. Now, in closing, maybe I could ask, what are your thoughts on cryptocurrencies and blockchain? I mean, there has been a lot of talk around that.
I think they're emerging technologies, they're new technologies, which is now being brought to the market especially in Europe and in Africa, in this corridor, in the East African corridor, more than and also Nigeria as well. But the adoption rate is low, So they're both cryptocurrencies are going to be the future in terms of cashless society, So it's going to come a time when we're not going to be like you use mobile money here. Cash is still king, but as we look at the future, look towards the future, we're getting into the mobile money and transaction cashless societies. Those cryptocurrency exchanges, cryptocurrencies, bitcoins are going to become relevant. In that space. Even all the financial institutions are looking. In the US, for example, are started looking at it. A lot of investors have started looking at it. On the blockchain side, that's a technology that is needed. In time, especially for me, it's more security and the way we do contracts and the way we in real time, use data. Security of data and integrity of data is very, very key for any fintech platform. That's a big, big upside for the financial industry. It's slowly been, so when it becomes really adopted is when you start seeing enterprise companies start using blockchain as a form, as a technology to power their resources, the emerging technologies that they have, So one of my clients is Charles River Development that we just delivered an ITSM framework. Every database is still Oracle and all of that. But as you emerge and as you put more data in cloud, as you put more data, on the internet, you start looking at technologies like that to really, really secure your data as well. So it's something that is taking time to grow, and then when you look at the African terrain, Africa is slow to adopt technology. So, you can bring out all this technology all you want, But at the end of the day, you still have to train end users in using a lot of this technology or even adopting this technology. For us that know, who have been in technology forever, it's easier, but as people who can't even, people who can't even build a credit footprint or who have bank account, all these new technologies straight to them. But as the education in all this technology and proven successes in these areas emerges, you will see that Africa will adopt in the next maybe 5-10 years, I predict. All of these technologies will be adopted, and that's when we're thinking a financial ecosystem that is really truly African based, not westernized technology. You understand what I'm saying, right? So
Yes.
that's why I think it will really, Africa will really fly with all these technologies. But for now, slowly being adopted. So those are my thoughts.
All right. So thank you, Moses. We definitely look forward to seeing what Jamborow will do. Looking forward to those announcements as well, as you mentioned. Maybe you can tell our listeners, if they want to learn more about Jamborow, where can they go to?
So if you want to know more about Jamborow, you can go to our website. It's jamborow.com, JAMBOROW.com. So it's Jam and Borrow, but the borrow is one R. Jamborow.com.
All right.
Thank you, David.
Thank you so much, Moses. Also, we really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, bye.